Hello everybody, my name is Connor and we are here with Buggy versus Nico Robin. Yes, we got our Buggy starter deck and we have updated our list. I don't know how I feel about this list. I think there's a couple things I want to change for the next time I play Mr. Buggy, but overall I think the starter deck cards are amazing for this deck. But before we get too deep into the game, I do want to remind you guys that if you want to support the channel, you can grab a playmat or commission one at 1000noble.com or join the YouTube membership and become a true MVP. So, enough shameless plugging. We're going to play Mr. 3 Galdino to searching for one of our cross guild cards, and we are going to grab the new Buggy, the 4-cost Buggy. He is a activate main. You may trash this card from your hand and trash this character. If your leader's Buggy, play up to one cross guild character with a cost of 6 or less from your hand. So, pretty good option there to help us get our board a little bit bigger. And my opponent's going to get his 2 Dawn and pass. And now, time for us to make a play. Really nothing we can do with 3 Dawn. Was hoping to see a peel off here. But we are just going to go ahead, swing at 5 at Robin. And then one more 5 with Buggy. Just trying to get some cards out of hand. He is going to take that first hit. And then he is going to 0 cost out of the 5k hit. Kind of showing me that I don't think he has just a 1k. I don't think he has a lot of counter in his hand. So I'm hoping that is the case. But he's going to be at 4 non now. Gonna go ahead. Looks like he's thinking about swinging 6. And one thing that I kind of forgot a little bit, since it's been a hot minute since I played against my buddy. No, he's going to swing really big here. He's going to swing 9. And yeah, I'm just going to let it go. Rip Mr. 3 right to banish. It goes. And as I was going to say, yeah, if you forgot, like I did a couple times when playing my buddy, Nico Robin has banish on her leader. Really good leader, I think. I really like the options that her deck has. So we're going to go ahead, swing 5 at lead. We are finally at 5 Dawn, so we can work on cheating out some bodies. And I'm looking at Croc, man. I am looking at Croc. We're going to go ahead, leader ability, showing off that starter deck Buggy. Dude, that art looks so good. And we're going to trash the emoji. Emoji, not terrible, but not as impressive as I wanted him to be. But the Alvida, probably one of my favorite cards from the starter deck. If you have 2 or more characters with a base cost of 5 or more, this character gains +1 cost, so it's able to be used for Buggy ability. And then on play, if your leader is Buggy, draw 3 and trash 2. So we ended up trashing the emoji, and I think the another Mr. 1 there. But we do have a peel off. I'm hoping to get some more cards in hand with peel off. And yeah, we've got the old Kabaji there. I think this entire deck is now cross-guild, and my opponent is actually going to play out the OP11 Sol. That Sol allows him to draw 2 cards. Really, honestly, really good support for Robin, I think, especially because, you know, Robin is pitching a card every time she wants to ramp. And yeah, now he gets to draw, Sol gets to draw her too. And then off the trigger, I think, is just play the card, I think. But 6 coming at lead. We're going to give them the Kabaji there. And he'll go ahead and pass turn. 7 Dawn now. Trying to figure out what I want to do. I feel like I really want to peel off. Doesn't leave us enough space for a leader ability. But I can do something here. So yeah, we're going to peel off to draw 2 cards. No trashing, which is great. But with all the Buggies we have in our hand, the 4-cost Buggies, we can easily play 4 costs, you know, play him for 4 costs and replace him with a like DOS Bones or something. But we're gonna go ahead, swing 5 at Alvida, or with Alvida at Robin. And my opponent, you know, think about what he wants to do. I feel like with how quick we flood the board now. I mean, we were getting pretty quick at flooding the board, but I feel like now it's a lot quicker. But he is gonna go ahead, take that 5. We're gonna swing that 7. And he will give us a 0 cost and a giant, and we'll go ahead and poke 5 one more time just to see what he wants to do there and just get cards out of hand. He's gonna give us that alt art Nico Robin, beautiful alt art, and we are just gonna tap 4 to play out the Alvida, drawing 3, trashing 2. I'm gonna trash the promo Buggy and the Mihawk. I don't think, or the, excuse me, Sanji's Pilaf. I don't think that promo Buggy is great into Nico Robin. There are some decks that it's going to be great into, such as like Bello Betty, Zoro, all those decks that run a bunch of low bodies. But Robin, she's rampant. She's getting out these big bodies, just like this category blocker. Really like that in my buddy's list. I mean, I hate it for me, but the 6K swing going to come through, and trying to decide, do I want to give him 2 cards or do I want to just let it go? I pull an Elsa, just let it go. Mihawk into the trash, unfortunately, but now we are able to use that 2K to save our Alvida, and he goes ahead to pass turn. Now our board is getting pretty full, but we are not seeing that 10 cost Buggy. 10 cost Buggy would be pretty good right now, I think, but yeah, our hand's looking a little weak. I do think I want to play out the Croc and Mihawk card. I really like that card because I really like Croc and Mihawk. I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's a pretty good body, and it's something you can cheat out. It's an 8 cost, but you can cheat it out with leader ability. So pretty good, I feel. At 9 Dawn here, so we have enough for leader ability and enough to kind of put some Dawn on some characters and swing. So gonna swing 8 at lead, just trying to get around that, or 8 at Saul, excuse me. Gonna try and get around that Katakuri blocker, such a big blocker there. And he's actually gonna go ahead and Gum Giant that, trashing a Nami. I think having no cards in hand now, 2 cards in hand, and another 8 at Saul. Gonna see what he does here. Yeah, just gonna go ahead Katakuri block. And give a 1K there in that Nico Robin. And 5 at lead, he's gonna go ahead and take that. Just get that little block, or that little swing in. We are gonna go ahead, play down Crocodile and Mihawk. And if you don't know what he does, let me read it to you. On play, draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. Then play up to 1 cross-guild type character with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. Once per turn, if your cross-guild type character would be removed from the field by your opponent's deck, you may trash 1 card from your hand instead. So we're going to place the Mr. 3 Galdino, and for 4 costs, I think I'm going to play out the Buggy that allows us to cheat a bigger body out and do it like that. But then I see this new Kabaji, and new Kabaji is better. So my buddy lets me change which card I play out. And I'm going to play out New Kabaji, which is if you have 2 or more characters with a base cost of 5 or more, this character gains blocker and +1 cost. After your opponent declares an attack, you may erase this card. Yeah, blocker. And then opponent's turn, this character gains +500 power, or 5,000 power, excuse me. So a 6K blocker on my opponent's turn. Just a tiny body on my turn, but it does meet that Buggy requirement. And look at our board, filled with almost completely new cards. Yeah, really good. And yeah, I will post my deck list at the end of the video. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm definitely getting rid of the new promo Mihawk. He's just not as good as I want him to be. But my opponent's gonna go ahead, tap 8 to play down another Katakuri. Pretty nuts, honestly, to be able to have both of those Katakuris on the field. And you know, blockers that restand themselves are just so valuable, I feel. But these 6 from Saul, I think it's 6, going at Alvida, and I'm just gonna let her go. I'm thinking if I draw promo Buggy here, I'm good. 8 at me, I'm gonna draw into well, I said promo Buggy, but I meant 10 cost Buggy. 6 at lead, I'll block and 1K out of that one with a Mr. Das Bones. I think potentially should have used a Buggy. Now my hand feels a little weird. But I mean, as a Buggy fanboy, I probably just held on to my Buggies a little too long. But you know, still getting used to the deck. I think the starter decks are really good, considering how little new cards we got out of the Buggy starter deck. I feel like it really impacted Buggy's deck and made it a lot better. So we're gonna go ahead, trying to figure out what we want to do here. For Dawn, but you know, really just trying to split 5-5 One thing, if you didn't know, you can buggy ability twice per turn if you want. So I could, if I had to, 10 cost buggies here. I could get to 10 cost buggies here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and try and swing pretty big and try and get around these blockers, or at least get rid of one of these blockers. But 7 with Alvida, it's an easy block. I think I'm going into life. He's got 1 life, but it's not exactly sure here. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and block that, and now I have the option of switching and just swinging into Katakuri, or going at life. I'm pretty sure I'm just trying to get that last life, pressure life. I feel like I'm in a really good spot, and I think I'm gonna play Croc into another Kabaji. So he is gonna go ahead, take that last life. We'll swing 1 more 8 here, get 2 cards out of his hand, and then a 6. It's gonna be easily blocked. I'm gonna tap 5 for Buggy ability. Gonna trash the promo Buggy, and we'll play out Crocodile. Crocodile will play out Kabaji, replacing Alvida. Yeah, just making sure I have the right amount of cards. And yeah, Alvida has done her job. She drew me some cards. She provided some good pressure, and now I want that extra blocker. And having these cross guild blockers, so good, because both Kabaji and Moji, the new cards, are not only both 2Ks, but they're both blockers as well. So pretty good. Definitely small chump blockers, but pretty good. So yeah, just putting my dice on there to help me and my buddy remember that, yeah, these are 6K blockers, since this is the first time I've really played with these blockers. So he'll swing and I'll block there. I want to block out of the Robin hit because yeah, I want the card in hand, and I'm so glad we did, because we get the peel off and we finally see 10 cost Buggy, but I think it's a little too late. So the 9K swing coming in from Katakuri, and I obviously can't counter that, and I think my opponent here realized that he made a bit of a misplay, and yeah, we end up getting the 6 cost Mihawk out of life. And here we have our blocker. He's got 1 swing. He's got a lot of Dawn up, but yeah. So here he's saying, like, yeah, if I didn't attach that Dawn, I would have had enough Dawn to play the Rush Sanji minus the Dawn, and rest your blocker and go for game. And I was just saying, yeah, like, that would have been the play. My hand is 4 buggies technically. One of them is the 10 cost. So yeah, he's just gonna swing pretty big with Katakuri here, and at the Crocodile and Mihawk, and I want Crocodile and Mihawk alive, so I'll go ahead and pass turn. And here I am, overthinking things as usual. I'm like, okay, how do I get over those blockers? Like, I can 10 cost Buggy one of them, and my opponent's like, I have 2 cards in my hand. You have 3 7K swings, dude. Like, and I'm like, oh, like, I'm thinking really hard about how to finish this game, and like, I'm like, I think I need to play my blockers to survive. And my buddy's like, just swing, dude. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. He does have Dawn up, so I was worried about Gum Gum Giant. But yeah, just sorting out my Dawn, trying to figure out what and how I could go about this, and yeah, really overthinking. But I mean, with the Dawn up and 2 cards, knowing my luck, there's 1 giant there, so definitely trying to, yeah, I'm sorting out my cards. Like, okay, I can 10 cost Buggy away one of them, but I need 1 more body on board, so I can play this, and I'm like really thinking. But a classic me to overthink going for game here. Thinking about swinging pretty big there, and then nope, just swing 7. He's gonna give me both cards in his hand, counter out of that. Now we'll go another 7, that's a block, another 7, that's a block, and 15 with Buggy is gonna get there. So yeah, I'm just saying, like, I was thinking about doing this and that, and my buddy is like, dude, what in the world are you thinking? Just go for game. You can do this. But yeah, new promo, our new starter deck, Buggy. Buggy is my buddy, TBH, but new starter deck really made this deck a lot of fun. It gave us, I think we needed some, cross guild blockers, and yeah, they're kind of chump blockers, but we needed blockers, and chump blockers are better than no blockers, and they do get that +1 cost. All of his cards that aren't over 5 get that +1 cost when met or when on a field with other cross guild characters. So really great deck. Love the deck. Hoping to, I'm gonna keep tweaking the list. This is the list I currently have right here. Yeah, not sure how I feel about it. I definitely want to drop those Mihawks. They're shiny, but I don't think they're, I think before starter deck they were probably really good, but now that we have starter deck, I felt like I didn't need them. So maybe put in some grab blades or something. But that is gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
すぐに片付けますのでご安心を。おらー、これじゃあキリがねえ。麦わら